Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's webinar. We appreciate you taking the time to be here. Before we jump into the demonstration, we're going to start with a short conversation with one of our customers who's been seeing great success with the program. Please feel free to use the Q&A, and a recording of this presentation will be shared tomorrow. Our panelist comes from T10 Construction, a roofing and siding subcontractor serving clients across the Midwest. T10 is known for delivering high-quality exterior work and for building strong relationships with general contractors and property owners alike. Exactly the kind of company that's using the Blue Book, now part of Dodge Construction Network, to uncover new opportunities and expand their reach. Representing T10 today is Ramira Webb, their project manager, who plays a key role in overseeing projects and keeping their team connected from bid to build. Ramira, thanks for being here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's start at the beginning. Before you started working with the Blue Book, what did your process look like for finding projects and connecting with GCs?
Before we started with Blue Book, we really didn't have any connections with GCs. We would be going door to door, seeing what projects we could find, and going based from there, building relationships with those people from the ground up. Ever since now, it's way more easier connecting more with people and projects, and that's one of the main things that we needed.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And that sounds like it's a lot of time and a lot of effort. What were the biggest challenges or pain points with that old approach?
The biggest challenge was going up to a door and not knowing for sure if we could score that project or be in good cahoots with the person we were trying to connect with, and then basing off of just meeting us from door to door and seeing if they wanted to work with us or not.
Yeah, I could definitely see how that would be a challenge. And
Yes.
was there a specific moment or reason that made you to start looking for a different solution?
Once we started getting a little bit more commercial projects under our belt, we realized that that's what we wanted to go for. And working with Blue Book, we just found that that was the main way. My boss, Tony, he knew about it already. And that's what someone he was working with used to do. And he's like, you know what? The way he used to do it is what we need to be doing because we were getting way more jobs. We were getting more in connections with people. And that's how his business was so in such success.
That's wonderful, and I'm glad that you came across us as a viable solution here. Uh,
Yes, definitely.
Now, when you first signed up, what were your expectations? What did you hope Dodge and the Blue Book would help you accomplish?
At first, we were a bit nervous because we didn't know how to work the platform really, and we didn't know if we were going to get jobs or if people was going to want to work with us. So we were definitely on the bit nervous side. But then once we sent that first email and that first phone call out, that's when we knew like this is going to be it for us. This is way better. This is the perfect opportunity per se. At first, we were just kind of very, I say it again, very nervous.
Absolutely. And sometimes companies have hesitations or reservations before signing on. So, did
Yes.
you have any concerns or any doubts at the beginning about this working for you based on your understanding of it and based on, what your expectations were going in?
For at the beginning, we definitely were on the trying to decide, okay, it's a lot of money at first, but will we come out on top? Like, is this going to be beneficial for us? That was definitely the thing we were thinking the most, like up front. Do we just want to get it out of the way for a year and just see where it goes? Because we weren't sure we were going to get anything. So we definitely were more on the concerned about that. But from there, it's definitely been different since starting.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and the name of the game there is ROI, right? Return on
Yes.
investment. So, one project, one new relationship with a general contractor could potentially pay for the entire program multiple times over. So that
Yes.
that's great.
Yes,
So,
and we were definitely reassured that when we were starting, like we did have a good representative to walk us through everything and tell us how it works, which we seen valuations of things, like once we seen the demo, and from there we were decided. Yeah.
oh, awesome. Yeah, and a big shout out to your account executive, Allie, and your account
Yes.
manager, Renee, for that. So, uh,
Yes.
that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, if we
Um,
didn't have those communications, I was definitely going to be on the iffy side. But once they were just with me in person, it definitely was a big game changer.
oh, thank you for that. So let's fast forward to results and impact. We fast forward to today. Now that you've been using the program for a while, how has it changed the way you go after work?
It definitely has changed because I can see what I'm looking at and anything that I'm searching for. Like when I put in my item for Dodge roofing or whatever, and just everything pops up. It's more of a visual thing now. Like we're not going to a random site and expecting to just get started and we're going to get that job. Like now it's more of I feel good about it and I know how to do it the right way. So more of connecting with these people and seeing them pop up now is definitely way different for our process. So it's better.
Absolutely. Leveraging that project and that invitation to bid, that's a real life opportunity for them and ultimately using
Yes.
that to establish a relationship with that general contractor
Yes.
for
And
for for
seeing they
months and
want
years.
me.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Um, can you share a specific example, maybe a project you won or a new GC connection you guys have made where the program really made a difference?
Yes, we actually just connected with someone, my boss, Tony. He definitely was trying to go with this company because the person he was working with previously that has been using Blue Book had got awarded a lot of projects with this company, and it's DJ Crayons. And once they reached out to us, after we sent them that first bid, we actually got awarded the bid. Surprisingly, we weren't just sure about it, but after we got it, they started sending us way more invitations to bid on bigger projects and everything. And now we're feeling like a trusted GC with them. So that's definitely like one of the turning points where we realized we're doing something right.
Oh, that's incredible. Well,
Yes,
congratulations on that award. And certainly DJ Crayons being another member here of the Blue Book, I'm glad that we were able to help facilitate that connection.
yes.
All right. So that's all great. And beyond wins, have you seen any improvements in efficiency, like saving time, reducing guesswork, or kind of streamlining your workflow?
Yes, I would say it has been very like easier because you can actually once you're done with okay, you submit your bid and then they handle it from there and then you get back to you and you're starting work and next thing you know you're just generating that relationship and more projects to come because you've already like okay, you sent your bid in and it's the right amount and now they're like okay, we want to go with them every single time. And that definitely has made things easier because from there it's like once I get that invitation to bid, now I know they trust us to do a project and it's in our hands. It's the right project and they can handle it and we work together and it's been cutting time in half for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And time is money, right? As
Yes,
you're working more efficiently, as that's saving you time, as it's removing a lot of that guesswork, that certainly helps.
yes.
Um, if you think about your business goals, pipeline, backlog, growth, how has the Blue Book contributed to that?
The Blue Book, I feel like, has been giving us way more exposure than we ever got before because now it's not only them seeing us, say, if we're being a sponsor, whatever, for the Minnesota Vikings, or we're doing this, they're seeing and knowing us because we're on this big platform and we're listed as number two for the area and trades that we're in. So now that people know and see that, that's definitely one of our goals. Like the exposure was a main thing for sure. Obviously, making money is also a thing. But on top of that, it's the relationships we were looking for as well.
I love that. I love that you shared that. And at the core of what we do here at the Blue Book is we're ultimately, in the business of helping facilitate those relationships. So
Yes.
the exposure and the branding that T10 has on our network, absolutely.
Yes, and it
Um,
makes people trust you more. Like even if you look on Chat GPT, you're like, okay, what's a good roofing company? And then because we're on Blue Book and Dodge, we're going to be listed because that this platform is so big. So that's another thing too that we're just like so grateful for the exposure with this because we were looking for that.
Absolutely, and we're grateful to have you as a customer. And finally, everyone, if we got everyone listening who might be considering Dodge and the Blue Book for the very first time, Ramira, what advice would you give to them?
I would say don't hesitate, because that's definitely one of the main things when we were started, because we weren't sure how things were going to work. So our hesitation, I wish we would have did it sooner, because we were hesitating for so long, and then we're finally like, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just see, let's take a leap here. And now we're wishing that we did that sooner, because now we don't even have, it's not only access to the platform and everything, but it's access to seeing these jobs that they're trusting Blue Book to list and find the perfect contractor for it. So I would say hesitation definitely is one of the things that held us back before. Now, like I said, we wish we would have did it sooner, and but we're so glad we did, because now that there's things coming our way that we never would have even expected. So hesitation would be the main thing. I would say don't hesitate, just do it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ramira, for sharing your story with us today. The challenges you faced, what you expected, and the results you've seen really set the stage for what's coming up next. We'll let
Yes.
you drop off here, and we truly appreciate your time and your insights.
Yes, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. For everyone else, what Ramira has just described is exactly what we're going to show you in action. Let's dive into a short demonstration so you can see how these same outcomes are possible for your business. So in just a few seconds, we will pull up Blue Book and share screen. Okay. So we dive into our demo here. The bluebook.com, what we are doing is we are putting our customers in front of their target audience when they are looking for them. We average about 500,000 unique visitors that are coming to our website every single month, and they're performing a search for a product, for a trade, for a service. I've taken the liberty of setting up a search here for us. We will focus on T10, and we are a general contractor looking for roofing contractors in the Minnesota market. I go ahead and I perform my search, and what we are going to come up with is a list of all the companies that say that they do roofing in this Minnesota market. I'll go ahead and I'll click into T10 Construction, and as a general contractor, I can identify who are the contractors that I want to work with based on what they're sharing in this profile. And this profile is sharing who you are and what you do and where you do it and what it is that you specialize in. Any notable projects you may have been a part of and your project experience. It tells that story to the general contractor at the time that they are looking for your trades and in your market. What the general contractor will do is send out invitations to bid to the companies on this list that they want to work with. They'll fill in all the details about their company and who their contact is, and they'll also put in the details about their project. This is the ABC project taking place in 123 Main Street in downtown Minnesota. They also come in and select what other trades, what other categories they're going to need for this project. So in addition to roofing, I might need mechanical, electrical, plumbing, painting, drywall. So I'm putting in all the details of what I'm going to need on my project. That is going to translate into the invitations to bid that we see inside of BidScope. So here's an example of an invitation to bid that was received by T10 Construction that's bidding today. I can click on this DQ Grill and Chill restaurant, and what I'm going to see are all of the details behind the general contractor on this project, as well as the details about the project. So we have an invitation coming here from Scott at G4 Construction Management as the bidding general contractor. We have a phone number for Scott, an email address to reach out to them. And the reason why T10 Construction received this invitation to bid for the DQ Grill and Chill restaurant was because one of their trades was specified on the project. So I can reach out to Scott at G4 Construction and make that introduction. Hi, my name is Ramira. I'm calling from T10 Construction. We are a roofing and siding contractor, does work in the Midwest region. I'm looking at this DQ Grill and Chill project here in Minnesota. We'd love to provide you a quote for this and any other upcoming projects where you might be in need of our roofing services. You do have access to all of the project documents. So I can click into the files and we take the time to label and index every project document in our network. So I can quickly and easily get to the project documents that pertain to what it is that I do. We have a team dedicated to building out these profiles here on the Blue Book, and the onus is not on our customers to have to set that up. Instead, we will do all of the heavy lifting for you, set up that profile with your story, and you have the ability to modify the profile once it's been set up by our teams. Very easy and very quick for you to edit the sections so that you can share your story, make it up to date with any projects that you may be a part of, any new services that you have to offer, and ultimately put your very best foot forward anytime a general contractor is looking for the type of work that you do and in the area that you do it. Let's go into one more project here. I've got the YHC Hamilton Crossing Clubhouse project. I'll click into that, and here's a project coming from Kayla Raymond over at Phoenix Contractors. We have a phone number and an email address for Kayla. This project happens to be taking place in Michigan. You can see all the trades that they're going to need on this particular project, why it is that we picked up this project for T10 Construction. We can go right into the files here and take a look at all the project documents as it pertains to the roofing, as it pertains to the painting. You also have the ability to submit your bid through our network as well. You can put in any information about your proposal. You have the ability to enter in that dollar amount and what the scope of work is, what does it entail. You also have the ability to attach that document in the way of a Word document, a PDF, an Excel spreadsheet, and you have a send bid proposal to send that directly to the contractor. You also have the ability to send that directly to the contractor with all of the contact information that's been provided at the top of the page. We also have keyword functionality here. So if I wanted to come in and take a look for any search terms, any keywords, any phrasing around these projects, I'll do roofing as an example here. And that'll highlight anywhere in the projects where we made a match with your search term, keyword, or phrase. This is a fantastic way for you to identify some of the products that are being called for, some of the keywords that are important for you to qualify that particular project. And here's all the mentions of roof on this particular Kroger project. So we will pause right here. And before we wrap up, I want to once again thank Ramira Webb from T10 Construction for joining us earlier and for sharing her experience, hearing how her team is utilizing the Blue Book to find opportunities, build relationships, and grow their business really set the stage for what we just walked through in the demo. We hope today's session gave you a clearer picture of how these tools can help you achieve the same results, streamlining your process, identifying the right partners, and ultimately winning more work. If you'd like to take a closer look at Dodge or the Blue Book and how it could support your business, please let us know and we'd be happy to set up a tailored walkthrough for your team. Thanks again for spending time with us today. We appreciate it and look forward to helping you build what's next.